Good morning students. Today we are going to see Unit 1 Laws of Motion. Objectives. Understand the concepts of force and motion. Explain inertia and its types. You have already studied about various types of motion such as linear motion, circular motion, oscillatory motion and so on. And also you have discussed the motion of bodies in terms of their displacement, velocity and acceleration. Now, let us recall about displacement, distance, velocity and acceleration. What is called a distance? The distance of an object can be defined as the complete path travelled by an object. Example, if a car travels west for 7 km and takes a turn to travel south for another 10 km, the total distance travelled by a car shall be 17 km. Now, what is called displacement? The shortest distance between the initial position of an object to the final position of an object. The next term, velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity which indicates displacement, time and direction. So, we have to say velocity is the rate of change of displacement. Example, a car driving at 75 miles per hour. Therefore, velocity is equal to displacement by time taken. The unit for velocity is ms minus 1. Next, acceleration. When the velocity of an object changes, it is said to be accelerating. So, the ratio of change of velocity is called acceleration. Acceleration is equal to velocity by time. Unit for acceleration is ms minus 2. Now, let us begin the lesson. Things around us are related to one another. Some of them are at rest and some are in motion. The terms rest and motion are interrelated. When a body is at rest, it starts moving. Similarly, a moving body also comes to rest. Sometimes a moving object speeds up or slows down or changes its direction. From this, a question arises in our mind: what causes a body to move? What brings it to rest? What speeds up, slows down and changes the direction of motion of the body? Only one answer for all the above questions, that is force. What is force? A body needs a push or pull to move or bring to rest or change its velocity. This push or pull is called as force. Now, this force is defined in a scientific manner by using the 3 laws of Sir Isaac Newton. These laws help us to understand the motion of a body. Before Newton formulated his 3 laws of motion, a different perception about the force and motion of bodies prevailed. Now, let us see about mechanics. Mechanics is the branch of physics that deals with the effect of force on bodies. It is divided into 2 branches, statics and dynamics. Statics. It deals with the bodies which are at rest under the action of forces. That is, when we apply the force, an object remains in the same state of rest. Example, wall clock is fixed at wall and have no way to move. Here, the sum of the forces are 0. Next, dynamics. Study of moving bodies under the action of forces. Dynamics is further divided into 2 types. They are kinematics, kinetics. What is kinematics? Motion of bodies without considering the cause of motion. Example, assume goats are moving. Motion of goats considered in terms of velocity and acceleration. Here, the cause of motion suffered is not considered. Kinetics. What is kinetics? Motion of bodies considering the cause of motion. Here also, let us take the same example. Assume goats are moving. Motion of goats considered in terms of velocity and acceleration. Here, the cause of motion suffered is considered. Next topic, force and motion. Aristotle, a Greek philosopher and scientist, stated that a moving body naturally comes to rest without any external influence of the force. In this case, without any force, an object comes to rest. That is, naturally it comes to rest. Here, force is independent, so it is called as natural motion. And also he proposed that a force is needed to move the bodies from their natural state, that is, from rest position. Here, an object behaves contrary to their own natural state. So, it is called as violent motion. Here, force is dependent. Further, he said, when two different mass bodies are dropped from a height, the heavier body falls faster than the lighter one. For example, when we drop a coin and feather from a height, the heavier body coin falls faster than the lighter body feather. Galileo proposed the following concepts about force, motion and inertia of bodies. First one, the natural state of all earthly bodies is either the state of rest or the state of uniform motion. That is, an earthly objects are either in rest position or in motion. Second, a body in motion will continue to be in the same state of motion as long as no external force is applied. If a body is in rest or in motion, it will continue to be in the same state unless when we apply the force. Third, when a force is applied on bodies, they resist any change in their state. This property of bodies is called inertia. That is, when we apply the force on an object, it changes its state, that is rest or motion. When dropped from a height in vacuum, bodies of different size, shape and mass fall at the same rate and reach the ground at the same time. That is, when coin and feather are dropped from a height in vacuum, both the object reach the ground at the same time. Next topic, inertia. While you are traveling in a bus or in a car, a driver applies a brake suddenly. Then the upper part of your body leans in the forward direction. Similarly, while you are sitting or standing in a bus or in a car at rest, suddenly a driver starts the bus and moves forward. Then you lean backward. This is due to any body would like to continue to be in its state of rest or the state of motion. From this, let us see what is known as inertia. The inherent property of a body to resist any change in its state of rest or the state of uniform motion unless it is influenced upon by an external unbalanced force is known as inertia. Now, let us see an activity for inertia. Take a glass tumbler and place a small cardboard. Now, keep a coin at the center of the cardboard. Flick the cardboard falls off the ground and the coin falls into the glass tumbler. The inertia of the coin keeps it in the state of rest when the cardboard moves. Then, when the cardboard has moved, the coin falls into the tumbler due to gravity. This happens due to inertia of rest. There are three types of inertia. Inertia of rest. The resistance of a body to change its state of rest is called inertia of rest. Inertia of motion. The resistance of a body to change its state of motion is called inertia of motion. Inertia of direction. The resistance of a body to change its direction of motion is called inertia of direction. Now, examples of inertia. An athlete runs some distance before jumping. This will help him jump longer and higher. This is inertia of motion. When you make a sharp turn while driving a car, you tend to lean sideways. This is inertia of direction. When you shake the branches of a tree, some of the leaves and fruits are detached and they fall down. This is inertia of rest. Now, linear momentum. A truck on a roadside does not produce any effect on a person. At the same time, if the truck moves, it produces some effect on a person. To quantify this impact of a force exactly, a new physical quantity known as linear momentum is defined. The linear momentum measures the impact of a force on a body. So, when the impact of a force is more, if the velocity and the mass of the body is more, the mass of the truck and velocity combine together and produce effect on the body. Now, let us see the definition for linear momentum. The product of mass and velocity of a moving body gives the magnitude of linear momentum. It acts in the direction of the velocity of the object. Linear momentum is a vector quantity having both magnitude and direction. Linear momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Linear momentum is denoted by the letter P. P is equal to mv. It helps to measure the magnitude of a force. Unit of momentum in SI system is kilogram ms minus 1. That is, the unit for mass is kilogram and velocity is ms minus 1. So, unit is kilogram ms minus 1. And in CGS system, its unit is gram centimeter s minus 1. That is, the unit for kilogram is gram, and then for meter is centimeter, and then for time it is second. Thank you, students.